HCGers, it's Cheryl, HCG Berry Babe, checking in. And I've been doing the HCG Two-Step. Yep, I'm kind of stuck between 173 and 175. I go up, and then I go down, and then I go up, and then I go down. It, had a full week of school this week. We've had a lot of snow, too cold to come in days. And so this is the first time we've had a full week, and the kids were really feeling it. Kids, I call them kids, they're between 18 and 26, but when you're my age, everybody under 30 is a kid. So school is going well. I'm doing long-term subbing. It's unlikely that the teacher that was in the position will come back. But there's some frustration in that I'm paid $12 an hour. I get $78 a day. There are other districts that go for a little longer and are a little bit farther, and I would be able to earn $95 a day. But I love where I am, and it's nice knowing where you're going every day. And I'm just really getting connected to the kids. So I'm not sorry I am where I am, but if we have a snow day, I don't get paid, whereas if I was a regular teacher under contract, I would be paid. And when you're a special ed teacher, there is a lot of paperwork that most lay people, all teachers, but special ed teachers especially, and especially here in Michigan, hours and hours of extra paperwork. Well, I'm trying very hard not to put in a lot of unpaid overtime because it breaks down to $12 an hour, which here in Michigan our minimum wage is not too shabby, and so I'm not earning too much higher than minimum wage, whereas some districts pay for certified teachers more, not this county. So while I'm at school, I'm usually able to be pretty on target in terms of my eating. I do, every once in a while they do have something, but I've resisted. I resisted pretty much all this week. Yesterday in the teacher kitchen there were 3 different baked offerings. And every time you walk to the staff room, you go past the doorway. You don't always have to go in, thank goodness. And I didn't. I've been having trouble. I can go all day at school, and then I get home, and that's when the adrenaline seeps out, and I get tired. The carbs call me, and I've not been doing a real good job of staying away from them. I'm behind on vlogs again. It's like I'm either watching vlogs 24/7 when I'm available, or I don't have the energy to watch them. I've tried to watch them. I've been doing, we've just finished a semester, and so I had to do, I'm the consumer's education person, so I had 42 students that I had to collect the data on and get it quantified and logged into the computer, and the deadline was last Thursday, and we didn't have school Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and we didn't have school the week before for 2 days. So we were 5 days down in 2 weeks for getting our data and quantifying, and the director said nope, they have to be done today. With my ADHD and my, I just said to another teacher who also has ADHD, although she's not as noisy as I am, I said, I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know where to start. So it turned out that none of us got them done on Thursday. We couldn't. It was impossible. But by Friday, 5:30, when they make you leave the building, my day ends at 3:15. I'm not paid past 3:15. 5:30, they were throwing us out of the building, and they were done. Then this week, yesterday, I found out that I had been assigned to work up the curriculum and all the lesson plans for a first aid class. I don't have any special experience. It just was my turn. So or they guessed it was my turn. It would have been the other teachers had she been there. So we dug around and dug around and dug around, and one of the other teachers that had taught it had lesson plans, sort of. We finally found them all, and some materials, but they weren't really in a super organized fashion. And so I worried about that. So tonight I was there till 5:30 getting that. I don't only have lesson 1 done, which is Monday. I go first, and then there are 4 other instructors that follow me, so everything's ready to go in the notebook. All the materials that are needed, what you say, what you do, and now I have to worry about next week, later in the week. But now I'm getting ready, trying to get ready for Monday when all of the consumer education classes will start new. They have new schedules, and I teach about half of them, which is about 12, and then there are about 12 other sections, and so I have to go through and do attendance lists and get everybody in the right place and that sort of thing, and I'll be working on that most of the weekend. There I go. I don't suppose I'd have to do that, but it's really important to me to do the best that I can. I don't know how to do any less than that. I'm trying real hard not to be taken advantage of, but I really do feel like one of the staff. So every once in a while something happens and it really makes me realize that I'm only a substitute. They won't put me on the "it's snowing, don't come to school" list because I'm a substitute. I don't have a pass to the back door because I'm a substitute. I have to come in through the front and sign in at the office. So I'm taking on the load of a regular teacher, but I'm getting paid 1/4, maybe. Maybe it's up to 1/4 of what most of these regular teachers are, maybe less than that. So sometimes it's a little bit, but the work is exhilarating in that I love the students. I've just, I had one girl who is kind of one of the social kids, and she asked to see me, and I said, "You realize I'm not your case manager?" And she said, "Yeah." So I said, "Well, we can talk at lunch." Well, what she wanted, when we finally found a quiet, private place, I had worked with her on understanding money, and I kind of have an unusual way of looking at it when I'm teaching limited cognition. I'm not a math brain, so once I figure something out, that's how I do it. And that's how the brighter of the limited kids. And she wanted me to review with her again. What was that I showed her about the money? Because she just about had it, but she wasn't sure. And she had it, and she was so excited. And I said, I'm supposed to be in the cafeteria being, supervising the other kids, so we're not going to be able to do this, because I hadn't known what she had wanted to tell me or do with me. So then I saw her in the hallway later. She says, "Can we meet again sometime just to be sure?" And she's just so excited. Because I'd said to her before, money is hard, but money's also power. If you can handle your own money, then people can't take advantage of you. Because can you imagine you go to pay for something and you open your wallet and they just take what they want because you don't have a clue? It's very limiting, and if you're trying to be an independent adult, which is what our goal is for, to get the students as close to that as possible, they need to feel that empowerment. And so that just was like I wanted to cry. She used me. She saw me as valid. I made a difference in her life, and that's really what feeds my soul. But all this other stuff is just exhausting. It's just, I felt kind of funny, kind of wooshy, just kind of like woo, like I'm not sure what's going on here, and I didn't know whether to take one of my ADHD pills or not, because while it would have woken me up, it might have jazzed me up too much. So I guess I'm rambling on and telling you about this in that the stress, I eat for stress. I eat to help wake up. When it's cold and dark, I want the comfort. Yesterday I refused and refused and refused, and today my pattern seems to be I can refuse it the first time and then I get bit in the butt later. So tonight I was looking, and I haven't had a little bit of food porn coming up. I hadn't had sugar in about a week, and after Christmas I'd had peppermints and candy canes left because we had a snow day the last day of school, so all those things I had for the kids didn't get eaten, and there was one broken candy cane left in the bowl, and I was there till 5:30, and I was meeting my husband, and so I just broke it off and stuck a piece in my mouth. I knew not a good idea, but it was like, and you know, Parker reminded us how sugar goes directly to the cocaine centers. I could feel the hit. Oh my God, you don't get that with chocolate D. You don't get that with sugar-free sugar replacements. That main line, and one of the other teachers was there, and he said, you know, the kids are snorting Smarties. Okay, do you guys remember Smarties? Those little sour, teeny little things that come in a roll. And I said, do I know them? That's the teacher's cheapest reinforcement. So, and I just said, well, I said, is it like bath salts? And he said, no, it's a faster high. Lordy, lordy, I said, I'm glad I'm going to die soon because I don't want to see what these kids are going to be up to in the next century. Anyway, I'm not wishing to die. I'm not going to do anything to facilitate that. I'm just saying, lordy, you know, it's like the kids are seeking the thrills, the physical thrills, and every generation has to up the last one. And you know, when you think about, I'm 60, when you think about the changes that there have been in my lifetime, it's a whole different world. And just from when my kids were born, things that they, you know, cell phones, long distance rotary dialing, you get a long distance call and you were like, oh, you know, you got 32 words per kid when grandma called, and that was it because it was so expensive. When I lived in a small town, we had a party line, you know, you'd had your own special ring. So, you know, I know why old people get overwhelmed with all the new technology and that sort of thing. And I just get so, I get fatigued. I think I get so, the adrenaline runs all day long now, that when nighttime comes, it's like I'm coming down and I'm coming down and I'm coming down, and it, you know, I've had trouble with nighttime eating, so I'm still here, and I'm still fighting, I'm still struggling, but I'm wondering if I should be doing HCG again. You know, this is so me, it's so impulsive. So, you know, some of you make a plan and then you follow the plan. It's like, what's that? You know, what do I feel like today? Okay, I guess I'll do that today. I don't know if I can blame that on the ADHD, but rambling, and I apologize. I don't know what comes next, but I was down rather than up, but we went out, excuse me, my husband and I had a hot date for dinner, so I probably will be back up when I'm doing my two-step in the morning. So that's all for now. I hope all of you are doing much better. I will try to catch up with some vlogs. I'm only 2 days, I'm behind. We're very prolific lately. So I'm running out of time. That's all for now. Bye-bye.